exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, sure you say nothing? So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When it sounds sweet, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.vb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, sure you say nothing? So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When it sounds sweet, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@ cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place.
Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When the song swing, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real action.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Money to splurge, you want to be upgraded into the next brand, you can do so too. Right here at Inchcape, they make everything and literally anything possible for you in the showroom here. But I'm Pearson Boyd, welcoming all of you watching us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb. To each and every one of you, thank you for waking up to join us. Every day I ask of you one thing: share the show, share the love. Let's build community. Together we can all make a huge difference. And as you have your conversations between yourselves, have conversation with us as well. We love to read your comments. So don't be shy. Write and tell us what you think. We are excited about seeing your comments. And of course, if you know of something that has to be told or someone who has a story that you believe we should share on Morning Barbados as well, do tell us about it. And you can simply send us an email. The email address is right there on your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Simple, Simon. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. We will follow through and we'll see if we can bring that story and share it with the rest of the world. And we thank you for partnering with us in being able to do so. It being the 2nd of June, it's the second day of the hurricane season, and so we want you not to drop your guard. Don't think, oh, it's so early, I don't have to worry about anything because it's closes set up. Wait for the close to set up and see what happened. You've been seeing the changes in the development of how systems, how quickly they develop to category 5 and so forth. So at the flash, it can happen. So we really want you to start thinking consciously right now of what you need to have in place, and you know what you need to have in place. So have them in place so that you're prepared and be as prepared as you possibly can. And we encourage you to do so soonest rather than latest. And so to all of you who had a birthday yesterday, like Mark Seal and Kim Seal Lois, colleagues of ours, congratulations to you. My sister Gladwin also had a birthday. She shares the 1st of June with you. And those of you celebrating today as well, we wish you well. We hope you have a lovely day. Today we have a lot to talk about and to share with you as well. We'll have our usual Tuesday morning conversations on CARICOM with an exciting achievement for Barbados and the region of people who look like us. And we'll talk to you a little bit more about that in just a moment and what that visit means for Barbados and the region. We'll also today be looking at one man who opted to take the welcome stamp. Opportunity given to him. He's now living in Barbados, is contributing already to how we see life and how we interact with life and the different services that we acquire. Also today, we talked to a young lady who says, for just a moment, imagine me. And I wonder sometimes if that is a dire comment or if that is just something that's aspirational. Imagine me. So she's talking to us today about what women need to look at self to be able to achieve. And so we'll talk to her a little bit more about that. Shay Greenwich is back from a recent sustainable tourism conference in Belize. And boy, does she have a story to tell. I can't wait to hear. Visited there myself, so I know the beauty of that space. And so we want to hear from her just the color, the conversation, and some of the outcomes of that conference as well. And before the morning is done, we remind you why you are winning with CBC. So prick your ears. There's some exciting things we want to share with you before the day is done. So we'll take a break right here. When we come back, we get started with our today's Conversations on CARICOM. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
At cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You just got a glimpse of the location. We are in Warrens. You got a view of the roundabout. You saw the vehicles as they're traversing. Early o'clock in Barbados as well. People are out exercising or walking. Good for you. But we are right here in the showroom of Inchcape Barbados. And this is Tuesday morning, time for today's Conversations on CARICOM. We're joined, of course, by Barbados Ambassador to CARICOM and himself, His Excellency David Comishong. And he's also brought along with him today a very special guest. Ambassador, good morning to you.
Morning, Pearson. Pleasure to be here.
Good as always to have you. And let's you introduce our guest to our audience today.
Well, we have with us this morning the lovely Mrs. Shelley Williams.
Yes, indeed.
And we are here to talk about a very special development that has just taken place. And the whole of Barbados should know. The direct flight between the west coast of Africa and Barbados via Earpiece, the Nigerian airline.
And this brings many, many, many benefits indeed. And sometimes we think of Africa as all the way over there, and we think to get over there, we need to go hither, thither, and yon to get there. But now this connects us by one flight. It's as simple as that. And there's so many shared possibilities that can flow from this. What do you see?
Oh, yes. I mean, this is what those of us who have been involved in Pan-Africanism, this is what we have been dreaming about, wishing for, calling for, literally for decades now. If only we could get that direct flight to Africa, if we didn't have to go all the way up to the UK or New York and then maybe overnight and a long journey. If we could just go up to Grantley Adams Airport, get on that airline, and straight across the Atlantic. You know, and now it has finally happened. You know, and I've been traveling to Africa since 1994, and you know, I've been to many African countries, but this is really a dream come true, and we have a lot to thank Shelley for making this happen.
Thank you. I had quite a group of people working with me.
But how was that process? Because there are negotiations I have to obtain, many things. Where did the story start?
Well, it actually started with Foreign Affairs and CARICOM and the need to build that bridge between Africa. So this conversation started maybe about 2 to 3 years ago. And with our chairman for Earpiece, Alan Odudumaya, and he felt the need that he wanted to connect the Caribbean to Africa, West Africa specifically, Nigeria. The airline is based in Nigeria, and he kind of just said, "Look, let me try a scheduled charter service. Let's see how, because there's no historical data on this connection." And I can tell you that because even in my former capacity of chairman of BTMI, we were exploring emerging markets, Africa being one of them, and connecting through the Saudi Arabia and such like. But there was no historical data to say this route would be successful or anything. So when you have a partner like Earpiece who is willing to take that journey with you, let's try it out. Let's see how it works. And they make their very expensive equipment available to you, then we have to take full advantage of that, and that is what we've been doing. So
it seems as if it was not a challenge to sell the Caribbean to Earpiece and the benefits of this particular travel.
And especially Barbados. It wasn't a hard sell to sell Barbados specifically because it takes, geographically, we are the closest landmass to Africa. It takes us only 8.5 hours, less than going to London, to get from Africa to Barbados. And that being, as I said, Barbados is a southern hub, and from there, persons can then get to the wider Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean, with onward connections.
But you had to build a business case. I'm just curious for all of this, because without having had any template at all by which you can follow, there it is. Now you're making the case, connecting these cultures that we have lots of similarities, but it has to be economically viable. We have to look at the plan to see if it makes sense financially as well. What were some of the back and forths that obtained
Well,
there?
we had to get everyone. We had a lot of partners that we had to get on board, BTMI being one of them, because the embassy being, Foreign Affairs being the next. We have our ambassador based in West Africa, in Ghana, for Nigeria, Ghana, and Ambassador Juliet Sutherland, Bino. And so she kind of anchored it in her discussion every time she gets on a platform. She's mentioning the connectivity, which drives awareness. We have BTMI now stationed in Kenya, and they now have a budget that they can help with some of that co-op marketing to help us build our image within West Africa. So those are the things that we're working on. And then we have Earpiece, who's more than willing. They sent their team down all last week, meeting with travel agents, store operators, as well as government officials, to let them know and to let them know that we're here and we're here to stay. What we are doing is traveling we have service the last Mondays in every month, but it is our intention to move this as this starts to grow both ways, both Barbadians visiting and doing business in Africa and the other way around. We expect to see a weekly service.
Negotiations came to an end. We have an agreement. We know this will happen. But there was one day in particular, when you sat for just a moment in the aircraft, you boarded the aircraft in Nigeria. What was that moment for you like?
Well, I haven't.
You didn't?
Actually, no,
Okay.
no. The High Commissioner, she came down on the flight. But I can tell you, Pearson, that sense of pride when I saw that flight finally land in Barbados and know the months and even years of working on this, how proud I felt as a Barbadian. I really felt like this was one of those last things that I had promised early up in my chairmanship, that I wanted to see this happen, and to see it happen was personally it's a day I will never forget.
We got to see it happen as well. As a matter of fact, we did a report on this, and you will let me know whether we can run that. No, not yet. All right, fine. And so you were on the tarmac at the Grantley Adams International Airport, and cabins have landed, the engines have turned off, and out comes our brothers and sisters from Africa. Just that achievement alone. Let's look at the connectivity between, and what are some of the benefits you think of this trade or exchange between ourselves and Africa?
Look, even as we stand right now, coming on last two Sundays coming in to Barbados, this opportunity brings trade. It's easy. There's so much materials and fabrics and shea butter and products and you name it that you can do and can be brought in. Now you have a plane that you can do it. I want to tell you that this plane is a Boeing 777. It is one of the largest planes that you have and very comfortable, all 3 classes. So I want to say that you're not going in any plane that you're uncomfortable. Barbadians can now and what it allows you to do is to have the belly of the plane for cargo. So coffee, flowers from Kenya, coffee from Ghana, you name it, coffee beans. You can be looking at so much trade between the two. And they're very into our pepper sauce and our rum. So we're also looking at the other way around as well. So there's a lot of opportunity.
For tourism, for exchange in business, for sales and benefits for everybody indeed, all on Earpiece, which has landed in Barbados on the 25th of May. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you have that date etched somewhere in your forever memory as a significant day. And so, Ambassador, that day will never be forgotten as well. The day that we started and initiated a direct flight between Barbados and Africa.
The 25th of May is actually African Liberation Day.
There you go. How significant.
But Shelley has been stressing Barbados, but it's not just Barbados.
Yes.
It is the Caribbean community. Barbados will be a hub. Barbados and Antigua, because it's also going on to Antigua. These two CARICOM nations will be a hub for the rest of CARICOM. And so it's important that we get our CARICOM neighbors on board, that we all embrace this opportunity. And we need to tie this new development with Earpiece to Afri-Exim Bank.
Yes.
If you go to Jemmett's Lane now, that 5-acre site, you will see work going on, yes.
Absolutely.
The Afri-Exim Bank's Pan-African Trade Center, the building of it has started. And so all of this, we pull all these pieces together. Africa is our next destination.
Yes.
We have to look to Africa, and folks, Africa is our neighbor. It is not somewhere it is behind God's back. It is right there. In fact, you look out on
look at the map. Have you seen the map here?
Okay, the map of Africa.
And this is so different from what we have historically been taught in schools.
Yes, this is the
Yes.
Gall-Peters projection map. The map that we know of the world, which is really false, is the Mercator projection map. That was a map produced in Europe in the 15th century, and it deliberately shrunk the size of Africa
Yes.
and South America, and deliberately enlarged the image of Europe and North America. But this, and that was fraudulent. That was designed to kind of privilege Europe. This is the correct dimension of the world. And you can see that Africa is actually the central landmass on planet Earth. 12 million square miles, 55 different countries, 1.4 billion people. And you can see how close Barbados is.
Very close.
You know, if we were able to get a flight from Barbados right across to the bulge in the African continent, to say Senegal or the Gambia, it would be a 6-hour flight. A 6-hour flight.
So near.
Nigeria is a little further because Nigeria is actually under the bulge, so you have to go a little further
Yes.
to get to Nigeria. But going to Nigeria is about the same distance as going to the UK. And if you had to go to Africa via the UK, it means you're traveling twice
24
the
hours.
distance than if you were to go direct across the Atlantic from Barbados. So folks, we want you to get a sense of the massiveness of the size of Africa. And so the countries that the plane is going directly to Nigeria. Ghana is just very close to
Onward
Nigeria.
connections.
But some of the countries, for example, we know about this Ebola outbreak. That is way.
So
Africa
the
is so
other
large.
side.
That's the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That's
the other
Uganda.
side.
That is way, literally thousands of miles away from the West African coast. So people need to have. Africa is not a country. It is, in fact, the world's greatest continent. And it is a massive place for us to get to know, to go and explore. And it is close to us. And if we want to know that it's close to us, the Sahara dust that is with us now is telling us it's just next door, and it come to pay us a little visit.
True.
The dust traveled because it's that close. We'll take a break right here. We'll continue our conversations on CARICOM in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All the best artists in the world, if you sure ain't got nobody in it, sure you say nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing,
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When the song swing, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
That's the overhead view of where we are today, coming to you live from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados in Warrens. Of course, we're having our conversations on CARICOM, looking at the historic landing of Air Peace in the region, direct from Lagos, Nigeria to Barbados, but Lagos, Barbados, Nigeria to the Caribbean. And this particular direct flight, they say, is convenient monthly from Lagos to Barbados, and the only direct link from West Africa to the region indeed. And this is significant in a big, big way. As a matter of fact, our cameras were there when it landed, and we filed this report. Take a look.
A team from Air Peace will remain on island for the week, meeting with airline and travel officials to work to increase airlift to Lagos. The international air carrier is set to expand its service from a monthly to a weekly flight. For that to happen, the passenger numbers have to increase so it becomes economically viable. That's according to Chief Commercial Officer of the airline, Noel Gala, who says for now they will focus on Barbados and Antigua and Barbuda before increasing capacity.
We want to build the traffic both directions. We have strong traffic on one side, directional, on the outbound flights, but we want to build now. The reason why we are here and we're organizing this forum to speak with the travel agencies and the tour operators, and also thanking the bank, Afrexim Land Bank, for hosting us. We want to drive and push traffic from the Caribbean now into Nigeria, into Lagos and beyond. This is the primary reason. So we want to start gradually to make sure that the economics of the flight makes sense. We must be profitable because we are a private airline, and our objective is to run the business in a sustainable way. So we want to start gradually with these two destinations and move from twice monthly flights to weekly flights, and even weekly flights with at least 3 frequencies. So this is the objective, to grow the business, to grow the route in this manner.
Minister of Tourism and International Transport, Ian Goodin-Edgell, says from a tourism perspective, this new route is transformational.
We want to see this service succeed in its first year. We want it to expand thereafter. And we want the relationship between Barbados and Air Peace to become a model for how small island states and major African carriers can build mutually beneficial partnerships that deliver results for both sides.
The Chief Operating Officer of Afrexim Bank, OK Ihijirika, says the bridge connecting Africa and the region will boost many spheres.
For generations, people of Africa and the Caribbean have remained spiritually and culturally connected. Yet, the physical connectivity has been a challenge. The absence of a direct and reliable transportation linking the two regions have constrained significantly trade and limited also our tourism flows, slowed business exchanges, and reduced opportunities for deeper people-to-people engagement.
At the end of the media launch, one lucky person walked away with a return trip to Lagos. Rachel Agard, CBC News.
And so Rachel Agar documented for us a moment in history when Air Peace landed right here in Barbados, and we saw our brothers and sisters exit the plane onto our soil. And so the opportunity is for us to also go to the African continent. And so Shelley Williams, who has been the lead negotiator in all of this, who's made it all happen. Let's talk again. When is the next flight, by the way?
It's going to be landing on the 21st of June.
On the 21st of June?
Yes. So on the 22nd, Barbadians can go and visit for a week. To any part of West Africa if they want to go to do some business in Abidjan or go and visit their brothers in Ghana. Yes, the 22nd, and return back here on the 28th. And then the next flight goes out on the 29th. So, yeah.
Oh. So at least two flights monthly? 2 flights monthly.
So you have the option of staying a week, or you have the option of staying a month.
Or 3 weeks.
Or 3 weeks, yes,
or
yes, or
month.
3.
Right, yeah.
Equally, I just need to remind everyone that Air Peace also has connectivity to London Gatwick and London Heathrow. So even if you don't want to stay, let's say you stay 2 weeks and it's in between our charter time, you can always take Air Peace back to London. As we know, Barbados doesn't need a transit visa to go through London, and come right back down if you like. Spend a day or two in London if you care to, and then come straight back home.
Do we need a transit visa to Nigeria?
Yes, we do need a visa, but it's as easy as doing it online, and you get it back in the same day, and there's no charge.
I think for a lot of people, one of the selling points is spacious cabins with meals inspired by both African and Caribbean cuisines, generous lug baggage allowance for shopping, souvenirs, and essentials.
Absolutely.
All of those. So those are selling points for a lot of people when it comes to making your decision to travel.
Absolutely.
And here it is now, it's a selling point for making your decision to travel Air Peace. And if you're going to the United Kingdom, why not don't make a stop off in Africa? As a matter of fact, spend a week and then make your way up to the UK if that's your choice as well. All of these things are possible.
The other thing I would say is that Air Peace is the largest airline in West Africa.
In West Africa.
And Air Peace has a whole network of destinations in West Africa that it flies to. So, you know, we are stressing Lagos because that's where the flight goes. But once you get to Lagos,
you can transit to. It's a very wide
wherever
network.
you wish to go. Senegal. So that's the beauty of it.
So this opens up the possibility for us not just to explore for culture alone, but for business, in cuisine, in fashion, in so many different ways. But also to have that exchange between ourselves and Africa. It's just there. If you look at the true map, you see Africa is just literally over there. And so let's reach over there very, very fast. And we can do so now with the arrival of Air Peace and that's opening up of that gateway. And so Ambassador for CARICOM, I know for a long time CARICOM heads have been looking at this relationship with Africa. And now it's a reality.
Yeah, we are building the relationship. I think we really wised up during COVID. You remember during COVID when everybody, all the countries of the world were scrambling to buy up vaccines and medical supplies, and the CARICOM countries, we were shut out of the market because our orders, we were trying to order, personal protective equipment and all the rest of it, but our orders were so small in comparison with the big countries of the world that the medical suppliers were not taking us on, so we were very vulnerable. And who came to our rescue? Big Brother Africa. Africa had established this medical supplies platform for the entire continent, and Africa said, CARICOM, come and put your orders onto our platform. So we put our orders onto their massive platform, and presto, the medical companies were, we got our supplies as part of the much larger African order, and not only did we get them, but then we got them at a much cheaper price because of the economies of scale. So I think that set off something in the heads of the CARICOM leadership. There's so much to be gained in a relationship with Africa. And who was behind that African medical supplies platform? An institution called Afri-Exim Bank, the African Export-Import Bank. So, we followed up. We invited them. They came to Barbados. We had the first, and all of that coincided with the first Africa CARICOM Summit. And everything just kind of fell into place. So Africa CARICOM Summit, we declared Africa CARICOM Day, the 7th of September, and we at CBC, we have been celebrating it. And then Afri-Exim Bank decides to bring their African Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum to Barbados. They made the decision to set up a Caribbean headquarters in Barbados, and then the decision to do the Pan-African Trade Center. So everything is falling into place. And this flight is, the critical development that makes it all work. Because you could have all these wonderful institutions and plans, but if you cannot move people and goods, you're not really going to go very far. And so this is what we have always needed, the direct flight, and we now have it. And especially for other CARICOM people, because Barbadians are kind of fortunate. We don't need a visa for, let's say, the UK. Even a US visa is easier for us to get than some of our CARICOM brothers. We have the embassy right here, for example. But persons who struggle to get European or American visa or even transit visas, now you don't need that. You don't have to worry about that. We can, and we are removing all of these visa requirements between the CARICOM and Africa. In fact, what Shelley didn't tell you is that right now, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is collaborating with the Nigerians to remove their visa requirement for our people. Yes. So things are happening.
And they're moving well. You use the word drop into place. I say drop into your seat on Earpiece indeed. Do as I did. Go online, find the website, and book your flight. The next flight leaves the 21st.
21st. And
21st.
Any of your travel agents, local travel agents, could book that for you.
Simple Simon met the pieman. Thank you so very much, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Ambassador David Camichon, Barbados Ambassador to CARICOM, His Excellency, and Shelley Williams, the woman who has led the charge in making this happen now, that direct flight between Barbados and Lagos, Nigeria via Earpiece. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So much more to flow from this, but that ends today's conversations on CARICOM. Morning Barbados from Inchcape Barbados continues in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together, we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't say nothing. So,
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Just a little reminder, the doors to Inchcape Barbados open at 7:30 to business today. They get ahead of everyone else and they close around 4:30, but they make everything possible for you here at Inchcape Barbados to do business, to get into the brand that makes you feel powerful. It matches your personality, all of that, the color you want as well. Many, many brands from which you can choose here at Inchcape Barbados, and I encourage you as soon as possible to come on down and have a discussion with the reps who are here standing by to respond to all of your queries or questions and to help you sign the deal. So Inchcape Barbados, check it out. And for those of you abroad as well, if you want to get ahead of everybody else before you arrive, you can call or contact Inchcape Barbados for them to pinpoint the car that you're looking for. So at your landing, it's yours and you're good to go as well. They do business with anyone, anywhere. And speaking of doing business with anyone from anywhere, the welcome stamp, as you recall, during our process with COVID, Barbados opened up the opportunity for many people to come live and work on this beautiful little island of ours we call home and see all the possibilities that can flow there from. They can continue doing their work from wherever they work. It doesn't matter. But technology, it was driving that process. One man who grabbed the opportunity is Matt Hamilton. Now, Matt comes with a lot of experience. I'll let him explain that to you in just a moment. Matt, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Do you feel like a Barbadian now?
I'm starting to feel like a Barbadian. I've been here 5 years. It was a temporary thing, but I've been here 5 years now, and yeah, I feel as an honorary Bajan.
What does that mean? Describe for you what the honorary Bajan is.
Being able to walk down the road, talk to people, feel like I'm a part of the community, feel like I'm a part of the country. I understand a bit more about the culture. I've learned so much about Bajan culture, for example, through soca, right? So going along to the various events, the weekly soca parties as we're running up into crop over now, you know, it's fantastic seeing people and chatting to them. It really is great.
And the food?
The food, yes, I love the food, fantastic as well.
Good man.
And yeah, I have a local souse lady who does, in my opinion, the best souse on the island. And so, yeah, it's great.
You made a decision to take up the offer by the Welcome Stamp to come to Barbados. What was it about that offer that was so attractive to you?
The ability to, I think, work remotely. I mean, for me, actually, it kind of came about by accident. And it came about a conversation, actually, in a pub with a former colleague of mine. And he mentioned about the Welcome Stamp. And my wife is disabled. She's got a problem with her knee. And we were looking for a bit of a change of pace in life. And to come to a warmer climate certainly helps her a lot. So it was an opportunity we took up. And after a few more beers in the pub with my friend, I went home and I applied for the visas. And my wife thought it was a crazy plan, and we got accepted, and we came here, and that was 5 years ago. Within 2 weeks, we'd fallen in love with Barbados.
Are you enjoying our beers?
Yes, oh,
Good.
definitely.
Just want to be sure of that.
Oh, yes,
Indeed.
yeah. I'm a deputy man now, yeah.
Fantastic. And so here you are on our rock.
Yes.
And feeling the Bajan character as well. But you've come from a different place where services flowed a little differently from how it happened. And so you saw solutions.
Yes.
Talk to me about some of the things that you saw and you felt you needed to have a hand in.
Yeah, so there was a lot of things being here in Barbados. I discovered that small little frictions in life, trying to find something to buy, for example. You're looking for a particular thing and just trying to find where on the island has it, for example. Or you're trying to find out what events are going on. Unless you know the right people to ask, or you're following the right people, say on Instagram or whatever, it's very difficult to find out, okay, what's happening tonight? So I started creating a number of like simple tools. So the first one called We Outside 246, I created last crop over. And it is an AI system that goes through Instagram and finds all of the events that are going on. So in one place, you can go to weoutside246.com and you see all of the events happening in order, no matter whether you follow the right people or whether you're visiting Barbados or whatever, you can see everything that's happening going on. But just trying to find products as well. There's somebody recently who was looking for a charger for their laptop. And they said, you know, I was driving around all over the place, I couldn't find it. You go on to, it's called You Getting True. So you're asking about how I'm getting in with Barbados.
You Getting True?
It's called You Getting True. You getting true.com. So
yes.
You Getting True, you go on there and you can put in a laptop charger and it'll say, okay, here's one. And whether it's Koymans or Carter's or Do It Best or a small retailer, it'll find it for you.
So you saw possibilities, you saw the solutions to some of those situations as they unfolded. But what's your background in all of this?
So I'm a software developer by trade, and I've worked in a number of different companies. I work for big companies like IBM, for example, doing AI and machine learning with them, and some startups. I've worked within the Web3 space as well, blockchain and cryptocurrency payments, that kind of thing. And yeah, so coming here, I was able to use those skills that typically I've been using in a much, how to say, like larger and anonymous market, right? Stuff I was building before, you don't know who's using it. Whereas here, I build a product, I'm stood in Do It Best, I was buying a new like soldering iron for a project I was working on, and the woman I was working, who was helping me, she said, oh, by the way, I like the apps you created, right? So I'm able to get a lot of immediate feedback and chat to people who are actually using these products. I mean, You Getting True is getting 4,000 searches a week in Barbados, which is amazing for, you know, 280,000 people, and already getting that much traction of people using it.
Here it is. I'm interested in what happened here because size mattered in this instance as well. You've worked with larger consumers, but here it is, Little Barbados, our little 300,000 people.
Yeah.
And how do you see yourself now using what you've created here for Little Barbados, leveraging it across the region, which has a greater population?
Exactly. So I've been trying to set up an initiative called the Caribbean Civic Lab. And the idea is to use Barbados almost as a lab setting. I don't mean in a cold sense, but I mean in a sense I just described, that I can create something, put it out there, and very quickly get feedback from people. Yes, this is useful. We would like this feature, or this needs to change, or whatever, very, very quickly. So it's much faster to develop. The idea being to then develop these things, test them here within Barbados, and then look to deploy them to wherever it may be, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Jamaica, around the Caribbean. Because the big thing I've realized is that you can't just sort of cherry pick some existing solution from, say, Silicon Valley and put it here in Barbados. It doesn't work. It's a much more informal way in which commerce works. You can't imagine a shop down on Swan Street putting in a big digital ordering system, right? So the way commerce works in Barbados is a lot more informal. It's on Instagram, it's WhatsApp messages back and forth between people. It's not so structured as it might be in some other countries. And that's a great thing. There's a personal relationship. It's lovely. But it's difficult to then find things sometimes, whether you're coming to Barbados or whether you already live here. My South lady now comes to me and says, Matt, you know more about Barbados than me. So, she comes to me and asks me where to find things.
Now, she just led you to what I wanted to ask next, which is you called some names, Jamaica, St. Lucia, as though you know the Caribbean well, Swan Street. So how well do you think you now know the region, and how well do you think you now know Barbados? Can you drive without having to follow any of the navigational devices?
Yeah, I can drive. I can drive from most places around here. I could drive up to St. George to go visit a bar there and stuff like that. So or whatever. So yeah, I can drive around. I know my way around the island pretty well. For the first 2 years, I actually didn't have a car and I used to cycle everywhere. So I learned a lot through that, cycling around. Now I drive around. A lot of people may have seen I've got a little lilac mini moke, and I drive around a mini moke, and everybody wants to come and talk to me about it because their grandfather had a mini moke or their mother had a mini moke or whatever. So it's great. So I know a lot more about Barbados. The rest of the islands, I want to learn more about. I don't know yet. Barbados is the only island in the Caribbean I've actually been to. So
all of the islands are uniquely different, but they're special. Each of them is so special. The decision to make this move to Barbados, though, obviously there are other people who are part of that decision making, not other than just your wife alone. How did your family and friends, or how do they now feel about you having made that decision?
I think they're jealous, in fact. So my parents have come to visit a couple of times. My youngest daughter was here with us for 4 years. She's gone back for the next stage of her schooling. She's actually continuing in the UK, but she was here at school for 4 years. And I've got some elder kids as well, and they're all jealous. The eldest one actually wants to come here. She actually worked with me on one of my projects. So I created a project called You Hear Them, and it searches through all the parliamentary transcripts and information so that you can find out what's been talked about in Parliament, about any laws that are coming up. And she actually helped me build that. She was in the UK, I was here. And we worked together on that as a sort of a project together. But she's really looking forward to coming here at some point as well.
I want to give me your unbiased view and assessment of this island. Not just geographical locations alone, but just the way things work. What do you think?
It's a very friendly place. That's the first thing. It's a friendly place, friendly people. I like the pace of life here. Things work a little bit slower, which I personally like. Sometimes it, can get you vexed if you're trying to go somewhere and something's not working quite as fast and you spend half a day stood in line somewhere or whatever. But everything else makes up for it. It's such a beautiful island. It's such a beautiful place. And I'm glad to be able to come here and help with skills that I have as well and learn a lot from the Bajan people and from the environment here. I've done a number of free seminars in conjunction with some of the organizations here, an organization called Zindi that was sponsored by GovTech to help build AI systems here. And I've done a number of, helping young Bajan developers get into software development, get into AI, helping them. One gentleman, Brian, who was, life had dealt him a few bad hands. And we sat down, we talked about stuff. He's now working for Light and Power, which is great. I'm really proud of. So, it's great to be able to contribute back and help people, but also to learn a lot more from Barbados myself.
In all of this work, you were recognized.
Yes.
National recognition you received. That must have felt very, very special to you.
It was, yeah. Last year I was given an award at the BLP Awards ceremony. And it was humbling. It was absolutely humbling because the gentleman in front of me in my sort of section going up for his award, he was a triple Paralympian, amputee triple Paralympian who went up to collect his award. And I'm here and I'm like I type things on a keyboard, right? But it was fantastic to be recognised for that and the things that I'm building to just help Barbados here. Some people think of technology and think of AI as some big, scary thing. And there's concerns with how AI is used, obviously. But what I'm trying to show is that it can be used for much simpler, productive things as well in everyday life, right? Just being able to use something like You Getting True to be able to have, it uses AI in the background so that when you're actually searching, whether you search for sneakers and it finds trainers, or whether you look for cutlery and it finds silverware, or whatever it might be, it is using AI behind the scenes in ways that you possibly don't even realize to make your life easier, so you can find stuff easier, so you don't spend the day driving all around the island looking for that one thing.
Matt, it's so good to meet you today.
Great
I mean,
to meet you
you do feel Beijing in interacting with you, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And he was early, I must tell you. He was
I was very, yes.
really early. But welcome again to Barbados.
Thank you very much.
Long may your stay be and as happy as you want it to be.
Yes.
And continue to explore not just Barbados, but the region. There's a lot we have to offer as well.
I told Auntie Mia that I'll be coming by for my passport in a few years' time, so as soon as I'm eligible, I will be hopefully a full proper Bajan.
That's what's going to happen. Tell you what, Matt, they tell me I need to take a break and come back to continue with you.
Sure.
So just give me a moment. We'll be right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
In the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Cropover Live.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning Barbados continues from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados, live right here in Warren. So we encourage you again that the doors open at 7:30 this morning to receive you for business at Inchcape, and they're excited to have that moment in time with you while you make your best choice of the vehicle that you're looking for, by brand, by color, by style, by everything. They have everything for you right here at Inchcape Barbados. We also have Matt Hamilton. Matt Hamilton made the decision over a few beers to move to Barbados in the welcome step. Just when the world was shutting down, Matt said, nope, I'm traveling. I'm going elsewhere to do my business. He's a developer of software indeed. And so Matt, you said to me you'll now become a lot more familiar with the soca.
Yes.
This is Cropover.
Yes, exactly.
And so for 5 years you've been here already?
Yes.
Have you been a part of Cropover every one of those 5 years?
Most of them. So there's been some times in which the last, I think, 2 years, I've had to miss Kadooment because I had to go back to the UK because my daughter, she does a lot of performing arts and she was in a show herself. But at least in the run-up to Kadooment through the Cropover season, I go along to, Soca State of Mind and Soca Gardens and things like that. So yeah, Soca, and this year I will be here for Kadooment. So I'll be.
Do you love it?
I do love it. I do love it, yeah.
If you had to say to your friends abroad what Cropover generally is about, what would you say?
So, well, I mean, it's a celebration of the end of the harvest here. And so it's everybody, there seems like a sort of a passion that is released after a year's worth of hard work. Everybody wants to celebrate and have a good time. And it's fantastic, everybody getting together. And I mean, all of the events, I mean, morning, noon and night, for weeks leading up. I was amazed when I created the website, Way Outside 246, just the number of events happening, each day running up to Kadooman. And then Kadooman itself, hopefully this year I'll be on the road. And hopefully, I don't know yet whether I'm going to jump in a band. I'd like to. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do that yet, but maybe you'll see me in a band. But you'll definitely see me on the road at some point, yeah.
I mean, there's only one way to know whether or not it's for you, but to try
do it
once.
exactly,
At least
exactly.
once,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
And so in this website that you've created, crafted just for the entertainment sector alone, are you capturing images and videos and so forth so that people get the energy of what's happening?
So what I'm capturing at the moment is what they put on Instagram of the posters. So what happens is it is an AI, again, it's using AI for good, and it goes around Instagram and it finds each of the events and each of the DJs and the promoters, and it follows them and it works through to find all the things going on. So it'll look and say, okay, so whatever, DJ Salt is doing an event at this particular location, so it'll follow Salt, and then it'll go to the location, follow the location, say, okay, well, DJ Hutchie is playing there, so follow him, and then whatever, Tion Hernandez is doing an event at this thing, so it'll then go and follow her. And it works its way through Instagram and finds all of the event posters and takes the date and the name and the image of that, and then builds up a list. So when you go to the site, you can see everything going on in one place.
I'm impressed by you. You know everyone and everything. This is brilliant. Yeah. Have you found so far for the season, I mean, maybe it's still relatively early with the music out, is there one song that really drives your energy whenever you hear it?
So at the moment, I mean, I guess, Weatherman was an early start with Jordan English, so that's one that's kind of always been hitting around people's mind. But I mean, some of the newer ones, sort of coming out and catching up with some of them. I think, I can't remember who it was recently, Mikey Mercer, I think it was one of his I just heard recently. It was really good. But I've just started now that things like Soca State of Mind have started again. I'm
going to charge you for advertising.
Yeah.
So expect the invoice before you leave.
Yeah, sure.
And so here it is now. We are in the midst of crop over with a man who is not even Beijing, but a man who's chosen Barbados to be his place of business and place of life, really and truly. And having your children come experience this with you as well. Did you at if you stop to reflect for your life so far, this was not your plan. How different from your plan is this?
Completely different. This was a lucky accident that this happened, and I said, my wife said, well, "What if we don't, like it in Barbados? How are we going to deal with it?" She was worried she was going to be too hot, and it was going to be, And I said, "Well, what's the worst that can happen? We don't like it. We come home." And that was, like I said, 5 years ago. We stayed here. We had a great time here, living here. There was an event actually just recently hosted by the Prime Minister and Senator Jonathan Reid from the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. And he made a great point right at the very end, in which he said, there's Bajans, born Bajans, and there's people that are Bajan by choice.
Yes.
And I class myself as that Bajan by choice now. I've come here to adopt Barbados as my home, and Barbados has adopted me. And there's a lot of people that are coming here willingly because of what Barbados has to offer, and that's I think a great thing.
So your wife had concerns at the beginning. Does she have those concerns still?
No, she loves it. She loves it. Yeah.
As you did mention, she has a challenge with her knee.
Yes.
And how is she now fitting into just being able to be mobile and to get around to do what she has to do?
So the warmth definitely helps. So that's good in that regards, with regards to pain. She does have to use a wheelchair still quite a lot. Barbados is not the most accessible place. I know it is getting better with certain things, but still, for people with disabilities, people who have to use wheelchairs, mobility aids, it is still a very difficult place for them to be. Hopefully that is things that can be improved with time. But, generally, yes, she's liking it. And to be able to go down and have a sea bath, right? Become part of Bajan culture, enjoy. I mean, go down to the hot pot, right? And take the waters, and it's a healing place. It's a healing place.
Barbados is a healing place. Sometimes we live here, and sometimes we don't quite see what you see.
Yes.
And it's good to be able to hear you say what you say, so that we can begin to see what you see, and that's important. One of our challenges generally is traffic congestion.
Yes.
Have you developed or designed yet the technology for us to be able to look at road usage and see a way out?
I've personally not. I know there's a number of projects that are. I'm part of a developer group here in Barbados called Barcode. And there's a number of developers on there building various things. There's one called Transit 246, which is being developed, that allows you to actually track where the buses are, for example, which is great. So there's technology coming. There's people working on some of these things. There was what's called a hackathon, a coding competition recently, where developers were encouraged to look at the footage from the cameras on the roundabouts and try to analyze, okay, what is the traffic doing for that? So there's people working on these things. Yes, traffic is a problem here. One of the slight advantages I have is I work from home.
Yes.
So I don't have to get stuck in the morning rush hour traffic, for example. But I know a lot of people do, and hopefully, things can improve over time with, better ability to see where public transport is going. Maybe if there's some initiatives around, more car sharing, for example, so that less cars are needed on the road, would help. Yeah.
You came from Silicon Valley to Little Bridgetown, Barbados.
Yes.
The opportunities, and I'm talking about financial opportunities, are vastly different. Any regrets?
No regrets.
Are you just saying that to be humble, or are you just...
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm lucky to live in a world in my line of work that I can work internationally. I can work from everywhere. Not everybody is able to do that. And I think there's some things as well. There's a lot of people within Barbados. There's a large content creator community, the Orange community, that are creating content, people on TikTok and Instagram that are doing a lot of great work. A lot of them don't yet have the ability to monetize what they're doing so easily here in Barbados. And that's a thing that I think needs to improve, and as well as allowing, entrepreneurs access to financial products as well. For me, being away from coming from the UK, coming here, I still have access to a lot of financial products in the UK that a developer here in Barbados with a Bajan passport may not have access to. So it kind of works both ways. There's some advantages of coming here. There's some advantages of having a different nationality, for example, being able to access those services. So I think there's some things that can be done here to help Bajan entrepreneurs to be able to get stuff out. So, for example, we're talking earlier about trade links with Africa. To be able to improve that, I think would be great for Bajan entrepreneurs to be able to then access those export markets as well. Would be very good.
He has vision, he has ideas, he has possibilities in it. So, Matt Hamilton, it is so wonderful meeting you.
Fantastic, thank you.
Again, enjoy your stay in Barbados for as long as possible. Live here.
I will be here until Auntie Mia kicks me out.
We don't do that. But you can retire here if you choose to do so as well. But it's good to have you, and thank you for joining us on Morning Barbados today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. We're back with more in a moment, live from Inchcape Showroom in Warrens.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have a
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at the news now. One student at Hillaby Turner's Hall Primary School has tested positive for scarlet fever. Confirmation from Chief Medical Officer Dr. the Most Honorable Kenneth George. However, he says teachers have been reassured there is no need for the ministry to close the St. Thomas School. He also confirmed that there was evidence of a past dengue fever infection in 3 students based on lab results. Dr. George told CBC News that officials from the Ministry of Health visited the school and had a cordial meeting with the approximately 30 teachers to explain the situation and to try to allay their fears regarding the development.
It's not the first time we are dealing with the public health issue of scarlet fever. It is a communicable disease seen in young children, which is passed via droplet infection. And once treated early, the child is no longer infectious after 24 hours of antibiotics. The situation in the schools I visited, and we got the cooperation from staff. I indicated to the teachers that they are not at risk, and the Ministry of Health will continue to monitor the situation.
Well, scarlet fever is spread generally through person-to-person contact, particularly via respiratory droplets and close contact. Dr. George says standard public health measures remain appropriate and effective, including good hand hygiene, respiratory etiquette, regular cleaning of classroom surfaces, and continued attention to mosquito bite prevention in the wider community. He says the Ministry of Education Transformation has implemented the recommended measures. Barbados' latest centenarian, Joyce Isabel Carrington, is weighing in on the issue plaguing society today. She's not happy about the negative behavior by some of our youth. Ms. Carrington shared her views with the President of Barbados, Lieutenant Colonel the Most Honorable Jeffrey Bostick, yesterday when he paid her a visit on her special day.
It hurts me sometimes to see what's going on with the young people in our country. I don't like it at all. But there's nothing much we can do about it now. I don't think. It gets me so hurt to think we grew up as children with poverty. We never did those things. We had respect. We lost, it's gone. It's no more. Don't care how you try to talk to them.
Ms. Carrington reflected on herself growing up as a poor but happy child.
If you can't put them right, don't put them wrong. That's what's going along. I went to school at Grace Hill Primary Public School. In those days, canes all around. We were happy. Even if we were hungry. And we lived. I was going to school when the war began. We were happy children. And we get along with respect. There's none now.
Well, with the start of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season, an insurance company is raising concerns that many homeowners remain not insured or underinsured. Senior underwriter of Sagicor General Insurance, Kerry Bruce, says lack of insurance or being underinsured leaves homeowners in a vulnerable state when the unbelievable happens. And she notes that this is happening as Barbados, much like the wider Caribbean, is no stranger to the power and unpredictability of hurricanes. Ms. Bruce was addressing the launch of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season.
Acting before impact means taking the time now to review your insurance coverage. Ensure your property is adequately insured, understand what your policy covers, and make updates where necessary. It means asking questions, seeking advice, and making informed decisions before the start of an active season. At Sagicor General, we're committed to being more than just an insurance provider. We strive to be a reliable partner to our clients throughout the hurricane season and beyond. From guidance and support before a storm to responsive claims assistance after an event, our role is to help bring reassurance during...
Finally needs to dive to take the catch. On two in the over. Short again, this one is latched on two in the over. Short again, this one is latched onto by Prendergast. It'll be one bounce over the rope. That is hit firmly and that'll go all the way.
Both sides of the wicket from the same place.
Looks for that sweep. Might have thought it's something on it and the umpires agreed. Looks to lap it. That's a magnificent catch there. Shemaine Campbell takes the helmet off, takes the photo.
Well, that's going to be an edge. That'll work its way to the boundary. It doesn't matter how they come, it matters that they come. That is where they look to be making their way off. We are through 14.1, and I can tell you that Ireland are exactly, courtesy of their boundary, one ahead of Duckworth Lewis Stern as things stand, courtesy of Louise Little's boundary.
Well, the Windies women and Ireland are tied at the top of the standings on 4 points, with Pakistan women yet to win a match. The Windies take on Pakistan in their final match tomorrow. That's a look at news and sports until now. More news and sports coming up at 12 noon right here on TV8. Morning Barbados continues live from the showroom of HK Barbados.
Good morning to you.
Adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic.
Because you, me, because you, me, we are the heart of the party.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're live from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados here in Warrens because we have something really exciting to share with you this crop over season, and perhaps you can get ahead of everyone else. You can get it yourself, but we're giving someone an opportunity to win a brand new GLX Suzuki Across. We'll share that vehicle to you a whole lot more as we spend the time here in Warrens. Let's turn our attention now to a young woman who has taken up the initiative to make a difference. And she's asking the question, imagine me. And just a statement as well, imagine me. And we're talking about Abigail Williams. Abigail, good morning to you.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
You are very welcome. Thank you for agreeing to accept the invitation to come with us. Imagine me. And I said it that way deliberately. And then I also say, imagine me. So there are two different inflections.
It really works both ways.
Yes. So which one, or should all of them really apply in this situation?
Well, that determines on the person who we are willing to serve. Realistically speaking, this is a initiative where this is for you, the person. So it could be imagine me or imagine me. Where we imagine ourselves is that we are dedicated to helping women see their purpose, realize that they can go forward with whatever they want to, realize that they can heal. They're not defined by who maybe society would have said they are, maybe their past. They're not defined by that. And we have a mantra, really is dream, discover, imagine me. Our logo is like a little girl. There's a reason for that, because usually you find that's where we dream as children, where we have all these big dreams, these big aspirations. And then somewhere along the way, life gets in the way and it's like, man, can I do this anymore? But really and truly, we are our own stop. We stop ourselves from getting bigger, growing bigger, because we allow persons, we allow things that happen to get into our minds and diminish us, when really and truly we're supposed to be flourishing.
We are built with every capacity we need.
Yes,
Our
please.
Divine Father has done
Yes,
for us.
please.
Everything we need to succeed.
Yes, please.
But sometimes, as you said, life gets in the way. We dumb it down and we figure, should I, could I? No, I don't think I can. Because we spend too much time focusing on other people
Yes,
than
please.
on self.
Yes,
and
please.
so this is a book. Is it a book? What is
This
it?
is actually me in a tangible book. It's called the Identity Restoration Guide. Imagine Me was born from my own experience, where I had to basically rebuild myself after life be lifing, and I had to take some intentional steps. So this book is actually the steps that I would have taken to get to where I am right now. It covers realizing your strengths. It covers being grateful, practicing gratitude. It covers comparison, understanding that when you look at someone else, you're taking away from yourself. You are diminishing who you are, not realizing, well, I have this. This is me. imagine me.
Yes,
right?
indeed so. And so all of this that you've condensed into this, is it a workbook of
It's
sorts?
a freebie, yes.
Okay.
That if you want to
bless
look at it,
bless
yes,
you.
please.
With all of this,
Mhm.
is this something you've taught or because of other interactions or readings and so forth you've found your way?
It's because of readings.
Mm-hmm.
What I've been through a season in my life where I was given, I'm a mom as well.
Mm-hmm.
I interact through my job with a lot of girls, and I would have found that we find ourselves doubting ourselves a lot. So realistically speaking, the first step in the book is to keep one promise to yourself.
Yes, yes.
Which is our framework, really and truly. Keep one promise to yourself. As you keep a promise to yourself every day, it doesn't have to be a big one. It could be something as simple as drinking water. I'm going to drink more bottles of water today. I'm going to make my bed today. I am going to take 6,000 steps today. And something as simple as that helps you to be able to trust yourself again. Helps you to be able to say, oh yeah, you know, I can depend on me. And that helps to also build your confidence. Initially, it was a confidence building guide. But then I realized you can build confidence, but you still don't know who you are. So if you don't restore your identity, which is God-given, you still gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, I know. And what I like about it is that, and I always encourage people, don't rush through these books.
No.
Because it says on day one, step one, doesn't mean that at the end of day one, you move to step two,
No,
when you
it
have not
doesn't.
yet completed your step one. So nobody's timing you.
At all.
Though it says here it's a 7-day reset to you.
And that 7 days is however long you want 7 days to be.
There you go. That's important to know. You determine your 7 days, but there's a number of steps that you should take. And number one, as you said to me, Abigail, is keep your promise to yourself.
Yes, please.
Promise yourself that you shall, and then you will.
Yes.
And that's the whole point. So building that resolve, and what that requires for just a moment, getting quiet and rooting oneself in acknowledging.
Yes, please. I actually did a video with that, with acknowledging yesterday, because I do have the social media. So that one was acknowledging, one, the season that you're in,
Yes.
acknowledging where you are in this season, the contribution that you would have played, because I find that the idea of sitting and thinking about how I would have contributed to where I am, persons tend to like shift a little. But if you realize the contribution that you would have played in where you are right now, it helps you to be able to heal and move forward. You can't heal if you don't know what you're healing from.
At all. And I keep remembering the story of Hagar in the Bible. When the question was asked of her, where are you coming from? And where are you going? And so it causes you to stop for just at that intersection. Where am I coming from? What have been the things that brought me to this point?
Yes, please.
Now, what do I need to get to the next point?
Yes, please.
And so you're saying, in that intersection, that's where the healing begins.
That's where the healing begins.
Because you begin to acknowledge,
Acknowledgement, yes,
I have
please.
a situation I have to get on handle on. And in doing that, you discover what it is that you need to do, and you begin to make your promises to yourself.
Yes,
That
please.
as of today, me and my house, we will serve,
Serve
the
the
Lord.
Lord.
You know, that kind of thing. But as of today, I am determined that I shall, one, but I keep it simple, keep it practical.
Yes, drink
Because,
water.
Yeah,
Drink.
you build a habit by keeping it simple and practical as well. So today I will wake up at 6 o'clock. I'll get up on time, but I won't linger in bed and dwell in my own thoughts. I will get up and get on.
Yes, please.
Whether it's to iron some clothes, or wash some clothes, or sweep the house, but I will do. And so as you rev up the engine in that way, all the while you're keeping.
That works. 1% is still progress.
You got that right.
Yes.
And so the muscle builds
Yes,
as it
please.
goes. The muscle towards being stronger, being better, builds as it goes.
Yes,
and then
please.
step 2, you said, be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because how you feel about yourselves helps you to portrays what is on the inside. We have friends and we will say to our friends, you know what, you're amazing. But we don't speak to ourselves like that. When we hear what is in our minds, we kind of register it a little differently. You have to speak. When we speak, we hear and then we can internalize that. And your mind says, okay, this is how I feel about me. When you say something as simple as going in the mirror one morning and like, you're amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
something that changes your trajectory completely. So the prompt in the book is to, like, you have a best friend. The idea is to have you have your best friend. You're acting as your own best friend. Like, what would you tell your best friend? Think about what you would tell yourself in that regard. So, and then there's something I want you to, as you would say, at the bottom of the
same
prompt,
thing?
at the bottom of the prompt,
A scriptural reading.
There's a scripture reading, but then there is the take a photo or a video of you
Yes.
doing. So it's to
It's the
track your
action.
progress as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like, you know that you can watch this over,
Right.
speaking to yourself. In that particular one, you can take the video. You can watch this over every day. I'm amazing. I have these strengths. You're not acknowledging what you have, so speaking kindly to you so that you can realize that I have
Sometimes,
something here.
sometimes we don't see our own change. Others reflect it for
Yes.
us. But so you're saying, don't take it for yourself. So you actually see that you have, because in being, we are so unkind to self. We doubt self. We figure, oh, it wasn't good enough, even though you've given of your all, which was sufficient. And that is why I like that part. Be kind to yourself. And there's a line I always say: be good to yourself. No one else has the power to make you happy.
It's true.
So just be good to yourself all the time, and you will find happiness builds as well. And we're not talking about arrogance.
No.
We're talking about finding truth and peace and centering as
Being
well.
true to
And
yourself.
that's right. This is what it's all about.
Yes,
You're building and restoring your identity. Step 3 says to identify your strengths.
Yes, please.
That's not easy sometimes.
At all. I was doing a little research with the same book, and I asked a couple persons, so what are your strengths? Name one. And I found a lot of persons were stuck.
We struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like as I said, this is basically me in a book, so I had to sit down with myself and really think about these things.
Yes.
It took me a little while. First one I realized is that I tend to relate to myself as an empath. And I think that's a strength because I'm able to relate to other person's pain, relate to how a person may experience this, take myself out of where I am and put it into another person's shoes,
Right.
as we would say, for lack of a better term. And that allows me to be able to see you
Yes.
and not see your action.
Yes.
Because somebody may lash out, and the first thing is to, I can't believe she cancelled, I can't believe she cancelled, but why did they do that?
Yeah.
Not that you're condoning bad behavior, but there has to be a deeper reason why. Why did they do that? Is it a reason? Is it that they're just wicked, for lack of a better term? And I don't feel like that is ever the case, because as we were created in God's image.
Absolutely.
They're no wicked as a soul, a person.
That's right.
Yes, we were all born as sinners, but there is a path that we can find where if you just give yourself some grace,
Correct.
you realize, you know what, I could do this.
You can actually do this. And God empowers you to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And so it ends at step 7. I don't want to
Yes,
give away
please.
all the secrets in the book. And it invites you at that point 7 to invite God.
To invite God into to each process.
Yes, so every one of the processes. And during your end, you say, what are your thoughts? What stood out for you most in the workbook? And so on and
Yes,
so
please,
forth.
yes, please, yes,
and
please.
so it is calling on you to take some action. You sometimes sit and wallow in wondering whether or not you could. And Abigail says, yes, you can. Yes, you can restore your identity by being conscious and deliberate and taking every action seriously. Yes, you may fall. That's okay. It's getting up that is required of you to move forward as well. And so this is just the beginning.
It is.
And
It
so
so
we
is.
want to encourage you. Is this available?
It is available. It is available. It's actually a freebie. When you put your name into buildwithabigail.com.
Buildwithabigail.com.
That's
All
the
spelled out.
umbrella.
Buildwithabigail.com.
Yes, please.
And what do I do at that point?
You press the Imagine Me button and you input your email, and you get an email sequence every day. You get each step, and it comes on the first. As soon as you put in your email, a couple minutes after, you get the first email, and it contains this freebie.
And so this, you take the journey with us.
I do.
I love it. I love it
do.
indeed.
I really
Abigail,
do.
this is so thoughtful. This is so inspired.
Yes,
and I
please.
really want to encourage all of you viewing today to wake up now and try this. Try this. It's called, the website?
It's called buildwithabigail.com.
Buildwithabigail.com. You press the prompt and she'll send this to you. She'll send you prompts every day to just help you along the way. You do not journey alone. But in all of this, we want you to chronicle your experiences as well. Take time to reflect on those experiences. Celebrate the wins. And though you may fall, Abigail is there to help you as well. So too is God, because the last request of you is to invite God in.
Invite God in.
And while that may be put as point number 7, God is with you all along the way. We want to encourage you to take this opportunity now to make that difference. Abigail, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Wish
you
you
so
well.
much.
May God bless you too.
Yes, please. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I just want to say one more thing. I need to make sure that I say hi or give some credit to my tutor. I'm also a student at the Barbados Community College doing the Arts and Entertainment Management program.
Okay.
This started in my Marketing 2 class with Mr. Troy Holder. And we were tasked with doing our personal brand. It made me think. We're a small class, but we are mighty.
Yes.
I want to also thank the persons, especially Miss Dion Timothy, our tutors, for allowing us this opportunity. Because through that opportunity is how I got here. Because I would have been communicating for the portfolio season. And somebody said to me, so Abigail, Troy, like, it's either yes or no.
And you said yes.
And I said yes. I said
That's
emailed
wonderful.
it. Yeah.
See, God is blessing you already.
Yes, please.
Abigail Williams,
Yes,
well
please.
done, well done. It's our first publication.
Self-published.
Self-published as well. And so we want to encourage you to get on board and see the benefits as you make your steps towards restoration of identity.
Yes, please.
Morning Barbados breaks here. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
When the song swing, it could be a lime or a fret. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a fete or a line. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So we're outside the showroom of Inchcape Barbados here in Warrens, in the cool of the shade of the morning sun, indeed. And so if I do my little traffic report right now, I can see that traffic is beginning to build ever so slightly at the roundabout here, the Darcy Scott roundabout, but it is still free flowing. So for those of you making your way into the Warrens area, it is still relatively free flowing. So you can still get to your places of business or school easily at the moment. But we know how traffic can change in the split of an eye. And so we encourage you to drive safely as you make your way through. And perhaps it is an opportunity for you to come into the showroom here at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens. They're open at 7:30 till 4:30. There is a vehicle waiting for you to explore and to purchase. But I'm next to my good friend Shay Greenwich, who is the director of Oceania Innovation Hub. Shay, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson, and good morning, Barbados. I think this is my first time doing an outdoor interview with you.
It is. I mean, and an environment that you love because you do
love
environment.
It. Yes, all things environment.
All things environment. And so we invited you here because we saw that you were just back from a recent visit to Belize. What was that visit about?
That was about the Sustainable Tourism Conference 2026. It was actually my first time to Belize and my first time interacting with this particular conference. I learned a lot. And some people might be wondering, why education and tourism and environment? But you know, we're talking so much more about sustainable tourism these days and what that means for Barbados and the significance of protecting our natural resources. So being in a space like Belize was just the perfect environment.
And Belize is so beautiful.
So beautiful.
And so eco-friendly as well.
Yes,
I know that thrills you to know as well. But getting to Belize is also in itself a little bit of a challenge because you would have had to travel Barbados, Miami, down to Belize, is it?
That is true. You're right on the money,
know.
Pearson. So you have to travel to Miami, then over to Belize. And depending on where you're going in Belize, you're going to have to arrive in Belize City and then take some little small airplanes to go to whichever key or island that you're visiting. And for me, I was going to Ambergris Key in San Pedro. And so I had that experience in that very small plane. I mean, oh my goodness. We were all packed in there. It reminded me of a Zadar van, but for the skies.
I get you.
Yeah.
But you know, the mission then was to look at Caribbean tourism, Caribbean destinations, and look at the different ways in which we interact with our environment. What did you discover?
You know, the islands are doing a lot. I was really happy to see the trajectory within the tourism sector. People are looking so much more and care so much more about our natural environment, and they're understanding the interdependence. And that's the main feature that the takeaways were there. And one of the favorite panel discussions that I was a part of, well, I was listening on that one. It was talking about our carrying capacity. How many visitors should we have at any given point in time that will not be stressing our environment? So, you know, it was a conversation and discussion around, do we really need to be doing more tourism or better tourism? Quality over quantity, focusing on those visitor experiences, respecting, of course, community-based tourism and how that in and of itself works in tandem with our cultural heritage and our natural environment as well.
So what was the consensus, out of curiosity?
The consensus was better tourism. Better tourism, and really finding that perfect synergy and balance. The key word being balance. And so, you know, we want persons to come to our islands and our destinations and enjoy what we have, of course, and that adds value to our economy. But the blue economy is also very significant. And here in Barbados, we're focusing so much more on that, especially from the Ministry of Education's side of things. So the Oceania Innovation Hub and how we're preparing young people. I must say, Pearson, part of my participation at the conference this year was to be on panel number 1, kicking off the whole conference. I was like, okay, let's go. But we were talking so much about education and innovation and all of how that intersects. And so, you know, it was really a highlight for me to bring that element of what Barbados is doing and how we're preparing our young people for a workforce that focuses on our blue economy and sustainability.
And it's interesting it happened where it happened as well, in Belize, where they live ecosystems and understanding how ecology intersects with business and life as well. So in all of that, while you might have had a panel, you've been on the panel to speak, what examples did you see Belize shared with our understanding of how the blue economy can really add benefit to our tourism product?
Well, that one for me, Pearson, is the outdoor day. And I think that was my favorite part about the conference. Shout out to the Caribbean Tourism Organization for putting this together in the way in which they did. It was a 4-day conference. We were there for 4 days, but day 3, We focus on being outdoors.
Nice.
You have to take us outside and help us to experience it and connect with nature. And so my particular activity was going to the Hall Chan Marine Reserve.
Ooh.
And that's the first ever established marine protected area for Belize. And so that was really inspiring. We were led by locals. You know, we went on the boat out to the specific marine reserve. At first, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yes.
But it was definitely very inspiring for me, understanding that Barbados back home, we're here and we're focusing on our marine spatial plan. And there are talks and hopes for marine protected areas. And our young people in our Oceania classrooms, they want to talk about this too. They want to advocate for our spaces, our blue spaces, and conservation that truly makes a difference, and advocacy that moves the needle.
Yes.
And so going to Hall Chan Reserve felt very reverential in a way as well, and I really appreciated that experience.
That's a big word, reverential, because it requires you to pay homage too.
Correct.
And in all of that, sometimes we become, as people, very terrible to our environment. Let me put it that way. We don't give it the respect it truly deserves in terms of how our practices or behaviors, whether we trample on, we discard in spaces we shouldn't discard, we don't care, we just cut things down and don't care for what the consequences are and the like. And while that is on land, I know it also happens in the water as well. And that's what Oceania Innovation Hub helps us to understand, our sea life, our culture underneath, and how what we do on land affects that as well. Let's talk about where we are in the process of that education cycle, because I know that you did have a cohort of students or a series of cohorts who have really shown their appreciation for what you do.
Yes, so at Oceania, we have our Blue X Accelerator program, which is our summer program. So we're coming up very soon. Very soon. We're preparing to welcome more students this time around because the demand last year was so high.
Yes.
And parents have been reaching out and calling and coming by and how can I get my daughter and my son, my godchild, you know? And so we want to be able to make room and space for students over the summer period. But we've also welcomed students throughout the entire academic year. And how we have been doing that is working in tandem with the teachers. And so depending on where the teachers are in the school syllabus, they reach out to us and they organize their visit to the Oceania Hub, and we're able then to give the students the hands-on practical side from what they've been learning theoretically in the classroom. And that makes a difference. That helps students connect the dots. That helps students to, you know, just be a part of the real world application of what they're learning. And this is what's been truly making a big impact on our students at the Oceania Innovation Hub.
And we start there because they'll grow up eventually. And if they can continue those practices at home, they can take that into the business space as well and affect tourism, the positives that we want to see as well.
Yes.
But, you know, the conference looked at the color economy. I call it the color economy, the blue, the orange, the green.
Yeah,
and
that was cool.
Let's talk about that element of the conference.
So I was really interested in how they put together the conference with all these different colors because, you know, that's a big thing now. It's terminology that we've been using. But it really did highlight that intersection and interdependence that I was talking about earlier. So we had panels who were focused on technology. And for us at Oceania Innovation Hub, that's a huge thing.
Yes.
You know, we go on radio every Monday on VOB 92.9.
I'm going to invoice you for that.
Talk Lex, talk tech, you know? And so it's highlighting innovations and emerging technologies in the blue space. So blue tech as well as other forms of technology. So for us, technology integration is a really big part of what we do. And we've had our students building technology so that for us in Barbados, our students are not just consumers. You know, we can be part of the development as well, you know, and so our students are feeling very confident. They build their underwater robots and they work.
Wow.
You know, and so we're exposing the students to many different aspects of the blue, understanding that it's not just about, you know, well, maybe I want to be a marine biologist. You know, you have the side, the purple side. for inclusion. And you know, inclusion is very dear to my heart
Yes,
as
I
well.
know, I know.
And so you've got the technology with the yellow, you've got the blue, you've got the green. And I really love to see how that rainbow effect came together at the Sustainable Tourism Conference 2026. And for me, it resonated, because that is the way we've designed our curriculum at the Oceania Innovation Hub, to be interdisciplinary, understanding that we have students who are not all sciencey. We have our artistic students, very artsy students as well.
Yes.
You know, we have our culinary. They make their own lionfish menus after learning about the invasive lionfish species and understanding that, well, what can my project be? Because at the Oceania Hub, we prioritize project-based learning. That's where you get that hands-on, practical, peer-to-peer. And so our culinary students, for example, created a whole lionfish menu.
Right.
And then we went to Hotel Palmarine, and they made it. And it was yummy. And Pearson, you have to taste it.
I hear you.
You've got to taste it. No,
I
it was
hear
real. It was really. I'm still
Trick me?
here.
Well, that's
I'm
all
still
right.
here.
You are still here. I might not be. But just trick me with it and I'll be good with it. Spice it well and I'm good with it indeed. But you know, there's a lot more we can talk about today, Shay, but we can't talk about it today. But you know, I've always invited you to come back all the time because the work that you are doing at the Oceania Innovation Hub is so exciting. And I think it portends positively for Barbados development and our
you.
future. And I'm excited to see where else it goes. So again, the open invitation is to you, Shay.
Thank you.
So
Pearson.
let's work together. Let's work together.
Yes, let's continue
Yes,
to
indeed.
work
Yes,
together.
indeed.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have you explored any of the vehicles while you were here so far, though?
I have been looking around. I'm seeing some very interesting models. I'm going to check it out.
I wish you would, indeed. And they're so affordable.
The EVs, I'm there.
Sold, indeed. So, folks, the showroom here at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens is open to you right now. Doors have opened since 7:30 and they're going to be here until 4:30. Of course, they can come to you. They can make things happen just for you as well. We are giving all of you an opportunity during Crop Over to win a brand new Suzuki GLX. It is fantastic. It's called the Across.
Wow.
And it is so stylish. It is so well appointed. Everything about it is just so exciting and it's very cost affordable as well. Hint, hint. So we want to take consideration to that as well, but we'll tell you a whole lot more about those opportunities coming up. But Shay, again, thank you so very much indeed.
Thank you, Pearson,
You're
and thank you
welcome.
to the whole team at Mornin Barbados, as always.
We're back with more in just a moment.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. This is my first time in Belize. And I want to say a huge thank you to the CTO and our hosts in Belize for having us here. And please allow me to make mention of my Honorable Minister of Tourism and International Transport from Barbados. I'm hailing from Barbados, yes. And I am the director of the Oceania Innovation Hub. We're a very new education facility. We launched just last year, June, but our focus is on climate education and ocean literacy and how we are embedding that into the national education framework and the new curriculum that we've designed. So I'm really excited to be here and to share all of this with you, especially because I saw some young people walk in the room. I'm so happy to see so many students here. So I'm looking forward to this discussion this morning. Lovely conversation around community, grassroots, and then also it just highlights the interdisciplinary approach. And that's exactly what our blue curriculum looks like in Barbados. So we were talking about how do we bring community stakeholders into the conversation? Well, we actually bring them into our classrooms. So they're actually working with our students firsthand, like one-on-one with our kids. In Barbados, Oceania Innovation Hub rests under the Ministry of Education Transformation. And one of the key approaches that we're taking in this transformation agenda is the shift from the traditional classroom setup into project-based and play-based learning. So what the kids are learning when they come to Oceania Innovation Hub is very hands-on, it's collaborative, it's peer-to-peer. We have local fisher folk in the classroom teaching our kids how to build a fishing line. Then we're taking them on an immersive experience on the fishing boat. From there, we take them to the fish market, and then they come right back to Oceania Innovation Hub, where they have to make their own lunch with grade A tuna, because we want to show them what the sea to plate journey looks like and have them understand what the full value chain looks like as well, and appreciate and respect the different stakeholders along this value chain, so that they're seeing everything that we're doing within our curriculum. We're not teaching subjects, we're teaching systems. We're teaching the ocean systems and how that connects to fisheries, how that connects to tourism and livelihoods, how this also connects to our heritage as well. So we have these intergenerational conversations and interactions where students are getting a fully dynamic and immersive experience, and learning really comes alive at Oceania. And our students are thriving from that. We're seeing so much improvement, even from when we start our initial quizzes on the Blue Economy questions, and then seeing where they're at by the end of a program. So they might start on average at a much lower percentage, but improve drastically to now be at an 84% percentage, to understand what is the blue economy and the different sectors and how they're all connected. I don't see it as competition. I see it as interdependence. And if there's competition, that means that we're not planning together. I think my students would say, is there anything in technology that we could look at? You know, they would go and do their research and ask themselves, okay, is there anything that AI could help us with? We're seeing a lot of our students really looking at technological advances. And, we've had them go out with some of our divers before, some of our students. Another thing we do at the Oceania Innovation Hub is teach students how to swim, because a lot of our student population still does not know how to swim. And then we have students who are doing their very first dive ever, and that's helping them to change their career course. But it's been challenging. I mean, I must echo what Maya has been saying. It's been challenging for divers and persons working within the space. They feel like when they go out, it's literally just a cemetery. They're losing hope, but we have been looking at some potential avenues. I know at one point in Barbados, we were exploring biorock technology. At one point, I don't know if you guys have been looking at that at any point in time. However, we discovered that might not have been the best approach for us in Barbados, and we're still looking at other opportunities that are out there. I think that part of the resilience comes from within us as well, to keep going even when that gets hard. And that's definitely something that we instill in our students at the Oceania Innovation Hub, and to keep experimenting, to stay curious, and to keep working together and looking at other solutions from others. And maybe this is an opportunity where we can actually maybe work together with Maya and her team as well. So the opportunities are endless, and we just have to stay open and committed.
Thank you, Chandana. We'll come to you.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
we could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people.
Good morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I'm sure if you're watching TV8, if you're listening to our radio stations, you already have the crop over vibe, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Well, there's a reason why we're here at Inchcape as well, and we'll explain all of that and ways in which you can win this crop over, because we do winning things at CBC. I have with me our marketing, communication, and what else?
Events.
Events. Thank you so much. As you can hear, Alicia Heaton. Alicia, good morning.
Good morning, Morning Barbados. We are in the crop over vibe.
We are in the crop over vibe. And so naturally, we know people are also in the crop over vibe.
Of course.
But what we do becomes a winning opportunity for so many people, right? So
and we're here to talk about just that.
Yes.
You're always winning with CBC. I have to talk about the advertising first.
Yes.
I'm going to save the sweetest for the last.
Sure.
But the advertising takes you not only here locally, but internationally.
Yes.
We take that advertising. If you're advertising with Mornin Barbados, if you even look at the screen, you can see the person's commenting, not only locally. So it's a winning combination when you choose CBC. You choose radio, you choose TV, you choose social, you choose our website. You're always winning, and we get that audience and we get that message out there for you. So that's the first thing I want to say to our advertisers and to everybody listening, that we definitely work here at CBC.
Yes.
We get that message across, and we have those audience numbers. Of course, we still like to give you more. We still love to give you more. And throughout the crop over season, we've partnered with several events. Rise, Reunion, Rum Punch. So you're going to be winning tickets throughout the season to attend these events as well. So you're winning, you're going to be in the crop over vibe with us, and you're going to be winning on Vibe 94.7. You're winning because we're going to give you a relaxing staycation. Once crop over is finished, you just have to listen out on Vibe 94.7 for how you're going to win that staycation. And of course, right after crop over, you get to relax.
Of course.
Yes.
And recover.
And recover, reset,
Yes.
everything, but enjoy beautiful Barbados.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So there's a big opportunity on Vibe 94.7 coming up. You got to keep listening, keep following on social media as well. What I like as well is part of the initiative is you can see in the studio now.
Yes.
And there's so many programs that we're streaming.
24/7. So when you come for your interview, I'll see you, I'll get to see you, I'll get to hear you. So if I'm doing something, I peep up, I get to see what you're doing.
Of course.
It's a winning combination at CBC. Of course, as well, with Q in the community, I can't forget my baby, one of my babies.
Of course.
It's a winning combination. We're now giving you live performances, compliments the NCF at Q in the community. This week, you can look forward to Biggie Irie, Adrian Clark, and TC. They're going to be performing at Q in the community on
sweet.
Thursday.
That's at Rock Hall,
Yes.
Freedom Village.
Yes, Rock Hall Freedom Village. So have you ever been?
No.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You should come.
I hear.
Yes, you should come.
I really
Don't
should.
just hear.
I hear.
You come.
What I like about the streaming is, again, advertiser, it gives you an opportunity to have product placement.
Yes.
You know, the radio has evolved in such a significant way today where we can actually show as
Correct.
well the product that and the service that you're selling as well. So
Of
it's more than
course.
just talk and music.
Correct.
It is showing too.
Yeah,
and
so-
CBC offers you all of that.
Yes, it does. And of course, programs like Mornin Barbados, you get to do product placement. You get to see your cup move around in the set. Of course, Festival Stage is launching tomorrow
Yes.
with the Admiral, and that's a perfect opportunity as well. If you want to get into crop over, but you don't want to get fully in, but you want to be a part of that festival, let me tell you, Festival Stage is going to be the place for you Wednesday, tomorrow at 8:03, I think. I could be subject to correction, either 8:03 or 9:03,
Yes.
but stay locked, don't move, and you'll be sure to see Festival Stage tomorrow. So it's a winning combination when you come to CBC.
And we have so many other things that are happening at the
of
CBC as well.
course.
For instance, last weekend,
Yes.
we kicked off a whole weekend
A
of
whole
activity.
weekend of activity. We started with our signal parties, and our sponsors there would have gained product movement.
Yes.
In addition to that brand presence, they gained product movement. They were able to sample their products to audiences that didn't know how they taste. Encourage new audiences, and that's what we do. We also brought some artists as well. There was a new artist we brought. He sang, and I mean, he got the crowd response like nothing else.
Yes.
So you have a new song, contact us. It's a winning combination.
Yes.
We connect you with the communities. We connect you with the audiences.
And everyone wins.
Yeah,
That
of
was on
course.
Friday.
That was on Friday.
Then on Saturday.
On Saturday during the day, we went looking for food. We went looking for food. It sat the Lord. The week is done. It is the weekend. Again, we connect with our communities, but we move around those communities. We see what people have to offer. It's for CBC, it is all about exposure.
Yeah.
We love to give you exposure. So it's not about only our advertisers, but it's about our small shops. It's about our communities, people doing stuff in the communities. We love to connect our communities together and let each other know what is happening. And that's just what we did on Saturday.
Indeed.
Then on Sunday,
I don't know how you survived.
trust me, Nandi is a gem.
Yes.
Nandi is a gem. 2 hours. But she gave us good breaks. We had soca sweat in the car park. I had never done an exercise routine like that. Woo!
Catch your breath.
Yes, catch my breath. I sat once or twice,
Yes.
I'll admit, but it was fantastic. And again, we noticed there are people like me who so busy, get on the lazy
Yes.
side when you get home, and we need to encourage us to get healthy, get fit, and that's just what CBC is doing.
And it's because Crop Over Grand Kaduma is coming out. There's so many
Yes.
activities that you're doing. We want you to be fit and as a fiddle to get around to all of them as well. But you need to
Correct.
work on the body
Yes,
as you
work on
do
the body,
so.
work on
And
that
it's-
route.
Yeah. And it's an
Yes.
affordable way for you to actually have your workout because you're
Definitely.
paying nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You don't have to register, just turn up
Yeah.
in CBC's car park. Make sure you have your Dasani water or your Power Aid, and you come to the car park and you exercise from 4 until 6. And there's no judgment. So, person,
That's
if you
right.
have 2 left feet,
All right, I know, I know. But nonetheless, you know, it's for every one of us,
it's for
indeed.
everyone. For children, we had children present. It's a family event.
Indeed.
There's nothing vulgar. It's just we just get
It's just fun.
moving.
It's just
Yes.
fun. It's Crop Over. It's the vibe.
Correct.
It's the vibe. It's the vibe.
Yes.
And so I want to encourage you as well as an advertiser to see this as your space, CBC,
Definitely.
as your space to really bring value to all that you're doing. And as Alicia said, we have people who buy. They actually move product.
Yes.
And so it's a no-brainer why you should partner with us at the CBC. We also want to say a big thank you to the NCF as well, you know.
Of course, the NCF has come on board, and they have
They see this as a
fueled-
winning combination.
Correct. They've fueled our promotions and that winning combination. They know the audience reach CBC has. They know that we love Crop Over.
Yes.
Of course, we are the Crop Over vibe.
Yes.
So they know, yes, this is the station to partner with, and this is the station to give the audience numbers, and this is the station we want to push Crop Over with.
Amen.
Yes.
But in all of this, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, we're standing very near to that vehicle that you can win.
Yes.
Here at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens. It is a vehicle that is so well appointed. It's a vehicle that brings value, and I'll use those kinds of words because
It's
I
a
know
winning car.
It is a winning car, indeed. And it's not just a car. It's an upscale. It has
yes.
extras in
Oh,
it
yes.
that
Oh, yes.
other vehicles do not
Don't.
have with the sunroof.
And if you don't believe
It's
us,
hybrid.
It's hybrid, yes. That's first, and you have to come and test drive it. I do not think that the experience test driving this car, we can't explain. We can give you all the features, but you need to come and sit in that
Yep.
driver's seat with a representative from
Of course.
Inchcape and take that vehicle on a test drive. But that is the vehicle. Starting June 22nd, you could have a chance to win.
Okay.
Yes.
I can use it to you. I'm a part
I'm
of you.
talking about the public.
Oh, okay, you
Yeah,
can
not
have a
my
chance
team,
to win.
the public.
And so starting the 22nd of June,
Yes.
just keep watching and keep listening.
Keep watching, keep listening, keep locked on, and we're going to tell you exactly how you can win this Suzuki Aircross.
So keep watching, keep listening. You know, our social media is so pervasive
Oh,
now. We have
yes.
so many social media platforms where we can also bring and connect you with our audiences.
Definitely. So this promotion for sure is going to be a spot, connect, and win. There are going to be other partners, and we're just 5 of them. We're going to tell you how you can connect and win this car. Of course, as you said, our social media is active, and we reach people on social media. So we touch people at every point. We're the largest media house in Barbados. We have TV, we have social, and we have 3 radio stations.
Yes.
There's no one we're not reaching in Barbados at all. Whether that person is the person at home sitting watching Morning Barbados with us, whether they're locked on to one of our radio stations this morning, let me assure you. And then with social, if you missed Morning Barbados this morning, you can obviously go back. Our YouTube channel is also there. So there's several avenues that your message gets across when you advertise with CBC.
So when we talk winning combination, this is what we're talking about.
Correct.
We have a palau, literally a tasty palau of everything you need to be able to reach the market you need. And because we do it so well and have been doing it so well for so long, we're excited to partner with you.
Of course.
And it's as simple as then as calling you and calling our team.
Calling our team. Call me, Christine Bourne, Sonia Thompson, Maria Moore-Goring, Jamal Roach. Call CBC.
Yes.
Tell them you want to advertise, and they're going to put you to the right department.
As simple as that. And we work with you. We work on packages with you.
Oh, because there's never a one-size-fits-all with us. We work based on what you require. We work on we build packages for you. We think outside the box. Some things we do that we can't even advertise because we sit down, negotiate it, and you win.
Right.
So
Easy so.
Combination.
So if you're hair tech, if you're into fashion, if you're into providing shoes, anything that's entertainment related or crop over related or anything at all, contact CBC Sales. We can create for you just what you need to bring the added benefits to what you're trying to achieve. And it's as simple as that relationship with our team at CBC to make the difference. It's a winning combination. And so we encourage you this crop over not to miss the opportunity to be among the winners. You get ahead of the curve with everyone else as well. So,
of course, you said it perfectly.
Thank you. And so from June 22nd, listen up and watch out because we are announcing at that point how to win this brand new Suzuki GLX Across, which is available to all of you to be winners in as well. Thank you, Alicia, as always.
You're most welcome. Anytime.
Anytime?
Anytime.
Tomorrow again?
If we have to.
Tempt me not. And so that's it for today, everybody. We want to thank you so much for joining us here in the showroom of Inchcape Barbados in Warrens. Traffic is beginning to build. People are spending a little longer at the intersection, but it's going to be a wonderful commute today. We hope you have also a wonderful today. Be it the will of the Lord. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Because wanna is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's our shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.